Hey students, unfortunately I'm still very sick and so I won't be there tomorrow, which would be Tuesday, to run your maths lesson. Now, unfortunately, I can't give you PSMT working time for every single lesson this week. That's against the program that we have set. But we are going to move on to best buys. I've made these notes and I think they should make sense when you just read them. But if you need that extra guidance, I'm making this little video for you. This is actually a second time I've made this because my first one I did the whole video with no microphone on. Hopefully I'm getting sound this time round. Okay, so we're doing best buys. The concept of a best buy is sometimes you want to pick something that gives you the most bang for your buck or the most value for your money. So value could be things like, the amount of liters of soft drink. Okay, so you might have two brands or you might have two sales going on, so you can get two cans for this much money versus one bottle. But the bottle's got a larger volume, but there's two little cans and the prices aren't quite easily comparable. So when you have problems like that, so here I've got Mathilda, she's got the munchies and she's having a hard time picking between these two potato chip brands. So here we got healthy chips, each of them 100 grams each, but there's a deal going on where you can get both of them for $15 together. Or you can just get one big packet of Mighty Chips, which is $20 per packet. So which one should she buy? Which is the best one to buy? Which is the best buy? The way that we can calculate our answer here is that we can try and turn our problem into a fraction of how many dollars per something. And that something would be the value, like weight or volume or, things like that, things that matter. So I'm going to work on the healthy chips and calculate that using this form to try and make sense of which is the better one to buy, because currently these are a different weight and they're also different prices, which makes it so hard to compare just by looking at it. We need some maths to help us, so we're going to use this tool here. So here I'm going to write down the price, which is $15, out of something. In this occasion here, I think weight would make the most sense. So we've got two packets of 100 grams, so together that makes 200 grams. Okay, so now I'm just going to zoom in over here. And essentially I just want to do a division problem to find the number. But this looks a bit too hard for me to solve right now, because if I try to do that in short division right away, I have this problem. How many times does 200 fit into 1? This is going to be hard, so I'm going to try and change this. Because it's a fraction, it also means I can simplify. So I can see already that I can divide this by 5, and I can also divide the bottom by 5. And so that makes a new problem. Oops, not 5, that makes a 3. Okay, so now I'm looking at a problem that is 3 over 40. I'm going to put my units back on. And this, I still can't do it because I would have this problem. How many times does 40 fit into 3? That still doesn't look good, but what I can do is I could divide by 10 top and bottom. So that effectively just moves the decimal place. So 3 divided by 10, I just move the decimal place forwards, so I get 0.3. And 40 divided by 10, I move the decimal place once as well, and I just get 4. Now when I look at it, 4 is a single digit, which means that now my maths problem becomes this, which is much easier. So 4 fits into 0. Well, it doesn't fit in at all, so it's 0. 4 fits into 3. No, it doesn't fit, so I put down a 0 and I carry on. So now, does 4 fit into 30? Yes, it does. It fits in there 7 times, because 4 times 7, I think, is 48, I think. Gives me 2 remainder. 4 fits into 20. 4 fits into 20, fits in there 5 times. No more leftovers. So my answer is $0.075 per gram. So I have a cost per value. My wife's just come home, so I'm just going to keep on going in this little video. Now I'm going to do mighty chips. Mighty chips is a lot more complicated to calculate. So, because I made these numbers up and I didn't pick nice numbers. So here, I'm going to bring it over. I'm going to do the same technique. So here I've got the price, which is $20, divided by the something or value, which is the grams of potato chips. So 250 grams. Now I can zoom back in here and have a look. Now, once again, I just want to do a division problem, and I can't do it because it currently looks like this. 250 fits into 20. That's too hard. So what I could do, what I really want is I want this to be a single number. So not 3 digits. I just want a single digit. So you might think, I mean, I've tried this before, where you might think that what if I just cancel out some zeros, and now I've got 2/25 left. But there's nothing I can do top and bottom to reduce 25 into a single number that also works for the 2. So I'm actually going to abandon that idea. I'm going to go dividing it by 10. So 20 divided by 5 gives me 4. 250 divided by 5 should give me 50. So now I've got a maths problem like this. And here I can do that same divide by 10 trick. And that's just to turn this into a single digit. Okay, so now I should have 4 divided by 10 gives me 0.4. And 50 divided by 10 is just 5. Now that means I would have a short division problem that looks like this. So 5 doesn't fit into 4, so I put a 0. 5 doesn't fit into there either, so I put a 0. 5 fits into 40. It fits in there. Come on, backspace. Fits in there 8 times with no leftovers. So my answer here is $0.08 per gram of potato chip. So now we have these two numbers, this one, and you have to choose. Which one would you choose? Well, I would choose this one because it has less money per gram of potato chip. So this one here, you would call healthy chips the best buy, the better one to buy, the one has the best value. That's essentially what we're doing. There's some notes here. I'll let you guys read it on the notes that you download. But effectively, it's all the sort of tricks I just applied to solve the mighty chips. But if you listen to my voice just now, you basically heard what the ideas were. Anyway, okay, so I want you to do some practice problems. Now, it doesn't look quite the same as we have done inside the chapters. We're not doing blue problems. You're actually trying to find something in the book that seems to have these little headings in it. So converting units, finding best buys, and problem solving on the next page as well. So can you work through those problems while I'm away? And I will catch you guys, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be feeling better by Wednesday. Okay, students, see you later.